Welcome guys, we are in Cafe Amudham, a trending cafe serving premium South Indian food in Kovamangala. And here we have two beautiful and bold women, Mrs. Priyanka RUDRAPPA, who owns the brand, and Ms. Rupa, who heads the marketing department for this brand. And welcome ma'am, it's such a pleasurable opportunity for us and I'm very excited about this podcast. And we'll s- let's start. How was your day ma'am?
It's been fantastic. We've been looking forward for this opportunity as well to interact with you. Hopefully, it should come our way.
Hopefully, yes, it will come. How was your day ma'am?
It was good. Pretty hectic, but good.
Okay. To start off with, we'll just talk about the initial stages of this brand. How would it started, and what about the background, the stories, and everything, every experience. We started.
Well, okay, starting
That's it.
talking about my educational background, I studied international fashion marketing and then eventually started my design studio, which is almost a decade-year-old now. And stepping into the food sector was more out of passion and also to create a brand, which was we were kind of very curious about a couple of things. We always understood there's a dearth for premium category South Indian food that's been offered right now. So we always kind of invested our time and looked into it quite deeply. So here we are.
Okay, ma'am. Like, what motivated you to start the brand in food sector, food industry? You have multiple stores. The brand is very popular, and what are
Right.
the
I think,
motivations?
yes, initially it did not start with a plan to have a chain of outlets. It was just the Janada one that we launched first. And I guess, the brilliant response and overwhelming response from people and the customers, has just not stopped us. Yeah. That's why we continue to do the brand. And in fact, we want to take this globally also.
So, tell us about your story, ma'am. How did you
And
take
how
it?
did I end up here at Cafe Amudham?
Tell us about your. Actually, we relate to you more because we are as a marketing students. We want to know your journey. Where
So, I primarily am from a service background, though of course not food. This is a very new and interesting concept as such for me. I started my career from events, again, service industry. Then I went into beverages, so I was heading retail marketing. Again, service industry. After that, I was heading a chain of aesthetic clinics. Again, all customer oriented and service. So I thought the food, even if the industry is different, the methods or the approach by and large would still be the same. So far it's been interesting, and Cafe Amudham is growing, and we all are growing with that.
okay. So we all know it's a popular brand as of now. Like it's trending a lot in social medias. So as a marketing students, we would like to know what are the strategies you use in order to promote your brand and to position in a way that it's a premium and it offers quality food. And the moment we see the brand itself, we get to know it's premium. So there are so much marketing, strategies involved behind all this staging. So we would like to know about it.
So the whole idea about Cafe Amudham and positioning was in QSR sector, right? In particular, there were no premium category as such. And that was the twist that we wanted to come up with. That's the reason why this Cafe Amudham was born, right? Give a premium twist, a premium front for that. Cafe Amudham marketing strategy, I would say, has been a mix of ATL and BTL activities to begin with, of course, but primarily it is a digital marketing because food is something that everyone loves, and there is no particular age group that is. Every age group loves food. And our whole concept was, as the name suggests, right? It is Amrita. That is nothing but elixir, food for God.
Yeah.
And for us, it's very important that we serve food for our clients, which is fit to be served to gods. So that is the whole concept, and that's how we want to do it. So marketing strategy has been a combination of both these things, but primary focus has been on digital marketing. It's just going with the trends.
So we all know we have two branches for the customers and one for the corporate in EGL. So the food, the quality, the premium service that you provide, it's very consistent. It's up to the mark. That it's very standardized also throughout. And in the service sector and in the food industry specifically, it is very hard to maintain that kind of standard everywhere. So how do you do that?
So this was a very planned move for us because we were very clear that the quality should not give no matter what. Today, even if there are 2 plus 1, 3 branches, and tomorrow it could be 30, doesn't matter. As of right now, I would give all credit probably to our chefs, the team, very talented and trained chefs and sous chefs. They use first grade ingredients, no doubt about it. And lastly, we don't keep our food for longer time. Every 4 hours, we move the food so that it's prepared in such quantities that we are able to cater to our clients for 4 hours, and then it's moved.
So the freshness stays.
Unlike our house,
Yes.
we prepare it in the morning and next day till we have the
And
same.
also we have rounds of tastings that happen.
That's
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, in our house is when we prepare puliyodara in the morning, we have to eat till the next morning. So,
So we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
We want to give
So
them
that's
the
why you
fresh.
should come to Cafe.
yeah, ma'am.
Right.
So, yeah.
So every 4 hours we move that, and centralized kitchen. So everything is prepared under the strict supervision of our head chef, rather executive chef.
Yeah.
And every batch of food goes through rounds of tastings, and that is so important for us.
So, since it's the service sector, on the primary resource is human resource. And in the food sector specifically, it's hard to hire the right people in the right quality they provide and the right value they possess also. So when you come, like as we know, Amudham is such a traditional and very South Indian, like we have an original value for it. It's hard to hire the right person for the right job. So how did you manage to do that?
So for hiring and training process, we've kind of come up with a 4-step process, right? So first is when someone come into us wanting to or expresses interest to work with us, right? So a general round of interview. And
Like
then
us.
Like
Like,
this way. And if we are satisfied with what we hear, then it's the next round under the supervisor's guidance or supervision, so to say, he will undergo a trial. Rather, he will give us a trial for whatever department he may have come up with. Now that is the second level where we need to be satisfied with what he's giving us. After that would be the third round where there is kind of intense interaction with the managers. This is where we understand where the person is coming to us from, what are his goals, what are his aspirations. It's very important for us to know, that is one of the ways to control the attrition levels as well. Last is before he comes on board, the induction, or rather as soon as that is the place where we kind of exchange knowledge, you could say, or we depart knowledge. This is where we align them with our values, with our goals, right? And they come to know about our work culture, and that is how he comes on board and starts working with us.
Okay.
Then, of course, there are regular trainings that go on with the managers, the departmental heads. There are certain standards we've set for ourselves, so they need to kind of get used to our way of working. Because obviously, everyone comes from different walks of life, different cultures, backgrounds. And they're used to different cultures, right? When they come here, it has to be one. So then the training process starts.
And they get free good food.
Always. Amazing food.
Okay. One question out of the list, of course, I want to add is how does the process starts? We are interested in know how does a hotel actually works. So you can just tell about the process, like in the morning, 3 o'clock, they started the process and they come one by step. Shall we get to know about the process? That is just
Okay. So without getting too
Detailed.
and deep into it, our cafe is open from 6:30 a.m. to 1 a.m. Right?
That's the
But
functioning.
so by the time we close cleaning everything, it's around 2:30, and the next day starts within an hour. That is 3:30. The first round of cutters will come in. They start cutting and preparing. Then the sous chefs and chefs come in, use what is cut to start cooking. Then the grinding lot coming, the washing book, the housekeeping team will come in. Though everything is cleaned up the previous night, pay table set up, everything. So everyone, all the departments will come in. By 6 o'clock, it's all pleasure. Everyone is at their spot, places doing what is required. 6:30 sharp, we are ready to serve our first client, whoever wants it. And whether it is coffee or the dosa or the idli, whatever it is on the menu is ready. And then it begins. Every 4 hours.
And then we move in batches.
okay. So apart from technical side, I would like to know about the experience aspect of running a business. So of course you would have some n number of unforgettable moments and experiences when you want to run a business like this. So can you share us some unforgettable or like a beautiful moment that you
For
had?
me, every day is unforgettable. So I don't know in specific.
Okay, so for us, probably both together. See, for us, we as a team work. Why? Because I believe she's more of the creative person. She sees those. I don't. I'm more of a process person. I'm more of an execution person. I'm more of a plan. So it works out well because what she would find boring is what I would find exciting. What she would find exciting is what I don't understand. You know what I mean? For us, I think the brainstorming sessions were the most exciting before the launch.
The idea generation phase.
Yeah. So how to make it work, what goes under whose purview, how will that be executed, how are we going to put it all together. Then the launch was very, I would say, have you heard the term organized chaos?
Yeah. Our life generally.
Yeah, life in general, right?
Yeah.
And that is the most interesting and the fun part. So that was it. Those are unforgettable moments. Small
Those
here
gave-
and there.
Those moments gave us goosebumps. every
Yes,
time.
yes. And when you plan everything, yeah, and you're ready to go, and then everything that you think can go wrong goes wrong despite the plan is the best part, right? So those are the exciting moments for us. But after the launch, it is, I think, mostly interacting with people, right? It people from every walk of life, whether you take the corporate head course, you talk about housewife, you talk about college kids, you talk about corporate clothes, or anyone just wanting, and they all love our food. So one of the things that I won't forget is a regular client of ours here in Coromandel, right? Come speak. But he and I have had a conversation for 15 minutes. You know what I mean?
The sign language.
Yes, and other things maybe I don't understand and I repeat, and at the end he writes it for me. I'm like, you would have done this in the beginning. He's like, no, that was fun. So there are a lot of this, but I find the best part is interacting with the team as well. The team back end is also very interesting because that is where all the ideas are generated and that is what is implemented and that is what the clients are seeing. That's what the customers love. So, yeah.
Any beautiful moment for you, ma'am?
As I said, I think each and every day for me is exciting, it's challenging, and I look forward for it. So I can't specifically think of anything at the moment, but yeah, I love what I do. So
So one thing made me curious is like about the Buddha statue there. Is there any specific philosophy behind the statue?
No, it
We
is-
see it in every branches of Cafe Amudham.
yeah, very
So-
consciously that the
Yeah.
Buddha's been kept in every branch. I think I'm all about peace, so somehow that follows.
So Buddha follows you or you follow?
I follow Buddha rather.
So to wrap it up, shall we know like what would you like to tell about to the young entrepreneurs who's trying to come into this food sector specifically, or to all the
Food
women
sector,
here?
be it any industry that you guys want to, I would say always, firstly, be a keen observer. I would say watch the trends that's moving around you and what is the dirt for something new to come up, right? And I would always say take risks, calculated risks, of course, and fear nothing. Challenges are always there, hurdles are always there, so you'll figure out.
Thank you. As a marketer, I would definitely want to know about your perspective of how we should see our marketing life should be. Like,
Yeah.
we have at least a 10 years journey down the line. Every marketers do. So we need a perspective to take up things that comes along. So we would like to know about your.
You're going to read everything, the past, the case studies, everything, prepare you, whatever. But I feel marketing as a subject is a very evolving thing. It'll never stay the same. But don't forget the basics. Because no matter what, I personally believe what has worked may need a little bit of tweaks, but it will definitely work.
And I also feel somehow it goes hand in hand with you believing in the product that you kind of want to.
The
not
product
take.
itself does the marketing by
Exactly.
itself.
So when you totally believe in the product, I think everything works.
And marketing is just have fun. If you're not having fun, no matter how good your strategy is,
Yeah.
it'll fall flat. Just go with the flow and have fun. You know, that is the best part when you both have the same attitude in general, but your approaches are too different and your talents are too different. When you're opposites, you tend to work, but your approach may be different, attitude is still the same.
It's like two different paths for the same destination.
Kind of, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Different paces, different
So
journey.
we're always aligned in our thoughts.
Yeah, the growth is towards the
what
same
we are
pace.
So it kind of, works out very well because she doesn't really have to sit and try to make her ideas understand. So for me, doesn't matter. You want that thing done, I will execute it. That's okay. And she's like, I don't know how to execute it. That's not your problem. That idea comes, that's enough. So that's complementing each other that happens. And we've been very grateful, I think I should say. We've been very lucky rather that we've gotten very good guidance on how to move ahead. You see, that has helped because everybody is new in this industry. The one running the show, I may be doing marketing, the principles may be same, but there's so many other aspects. I may come with 20 years of experience in operations, but here it's a little different. So we've gotten good guidance. That has helped a lot.
Like we also had one question. I'll try to ask that also. That risk and contingency, because a sector like this, there are so much risk when it comes to maintaining the brand image. If even one thing goes wrong, the whole brand goes wrong. So how do you manage the risk factor involved in this?
It all comes down to planning.
Yeah.
The talent you have, right? And that maybe back end teaching or front end or at the management level, whatever. Is talent,
Strategy. Yeah.
planning, and planning is always there at the back of your mind, but the idea is not to reach there. You don't have to reach for the planning. So far, we've managed to not come in a situation that we've not solved.
That's where I think staying consistent always and also knowing what you're doing on a day-to-day basis and consistently doing the same is so important. And we continue to do that.
When you're prepared for the best, you end up giving your rather when you're prepared for the worst, you end up giving the best. So,
And I think we always had our trial and error happening for months together where we knew what we wanted to offer. So we took that time, took a back step. We underwent a lot of challenges there. And then we came out, once we came out, we knew what we were giving. So the key is just continue doing the same.
but trust me, and that was a very memorable process because the trials took a toll on our health and we put on a lot of weight. It took a lot of time to share. And for me, it's still a process happening. Okay. So we went through all that stuff to ensure we give the best to everyone.
Because you need to believe in what you're offering, you need to love what you eat, so you keep eating.
Say last question. Last question. Last question. So apart from marketing and all business aspects or something, I want you to tell about your philosophy, like of life. As most of the viewers of this channel, anybody is fine. I want you to both.
Life philosophy.
Yeah. How as a student, how should we see our life? Upcoming. We'll start with.
No, I totally believe, okay, this is for me to believe.
Personally, it's a personal
Yeah.
opinion, of course.
Yes, my personal take on this is I try as much to stay positive. I don't know, even through situations or whatever. I just, of course, there are a lot of challenges that happen and nothing goes by your plan at times, and just staying positive helps at all times. And I don't know, that is what gets me here, I guess.
Yeah, Osman, how should we see our life? Personal opinion.
Personally, I don't know, like she said, positivity is the way to go. But for me, having fun is very important. No matter what you do, okay? Whether it is work, whether it is going out, whatever. Because when you're having fun, you're giving your best. It's not work. It's just doing something that you enjoy. So you will end up.
So the
best.
passion should never be missing.
Yeah, and for me, my mentor, she's been someone who's made a difference in my life. In the way I even conduct myself to a certain extent, right? She always gave me only one line when I'm like, oh, what is this? It's not going and all that stuff. She said, do your best. Leave to God the rest. Right? So you just have fun and give your best. That's all I want to say.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, thank you so much, ma'am. It was wonderful having a conversation with you. and
I would
it's
say
very.
try our kesari bath.
She put it on you.
So of course the interview was as sweet as this kesari bath, and I should tell this after eating.
Blooper.
Yeah. No, the interview was more sweeter than. It was sweeter than the kesari bath. So we had fun. It was very informative. It was like emotional, and it's a mixture of everything. And thank you guys for watching. We'll get back to you soon with another beautiful women. I hope so. I mean, entrepreneur will also. So thank you guys. We'll have it now.